welcome back to another episode of Mystic Vibes. If you're new to my channel, welcome. In this video, I'll be showing you how I make a console table with mirror. So stay tuned, enjoy, and make sure you're taking details and notes.
Need 60 by 30 centimeters. You're gonna need two pieces of that. 60 by 5.1 centimeters, two piece also, and 26.4 by 5.1 centimeters. So guys, that's what you're going to be needing for the base. This one is for the top, so this is what I'm using for the top part, and the top measurement is 120 by 30 centimeters, 120 by 5.1 centimeters, and 26.4 by 5.1 centimeters. So you need two pieces of this also, toward the side, toward the other side, toward the front, and toward the back. All right, so what I have here right now is two pieces of plank. I'm going to be using them just to hydrocolate the table. So I'm going to go ahead and screw on the plank on the base just like this. Then I add the middle part. So as you can see, the table middle is floating. So that's what the brick is for. Then I add the other brick to the top of the middle. So that's where the extreme top is going to go. So as you can see, this is what the table is going to look like. So I have my framing on point, thank you Jesus. This is what the outside looks like without the glass. So I'm going to take it outside now, and then I'm going to sand down everything so that it's all flat and smooth for the mirror. And all these screws that you're seeing here is just to keep the shape, so I am on track to take these screws out. And then I'm going to bore some holes, and then I'm going to add the screws in the hole. So on the top, you're not going to be seeing the screws on top, because you don't want, when you're gluing down the mirror, the screws are going to be underneath the mirror. You want to have a flat surface for the mirror. So I'm going to get some holes, and then I'm going to add the screws to the holes. Small foots to the bottom, or you can add slides. So that's what I'm adding. So I went to the hardware with my measurement, and I got the exact measurement for this table. So you have to get your own measurement. I recommend you get your own measurement. You can work with my measurement, but it's best to do your own measurement just to be sure that you are on track with your mirrors. So this is 2 inches by 20 for the sides, for both sides. So I got the silicone to purchase, the same place I got the mirror to purchase, which is Big M Hardware. If you don't have a Big M Hardware close to you, you can get any silicone at a regular hardware store. So I'm using the black one because I asked which one was the best. You know, Gorilla is the best, but they didn't have any Gorilla at the store at the moment. So I just work with the black. And yes, it works, and it holds the mirror in place. Yes, it does. So most of you who know me know that voiceover is one of my biggest challenge because I do not love to listen to myself after I record. So I decided to start to like my voice, because if I don't like my voice, then how do I expect other persons to sit down and watch a video and listen to me? So I'm getting a hang of listening to myself and accepting the voice that the Lord gave to me. So I'm doing a voiceover because I noticed that I'm getting a lot of copyright claims on my videos, which I'm still trying to rectify. And I guess it's because of the music, because everything that I post is original except for the little music without sounds, the little things that I post on the videos.
I'm not going to go through any problem with YouTube and their copyright claims. So I'm just going to do the right thing. I'm going to do my voiceover, and I want my channel to be well educated as possible. So I'm making this channel educated for you guys. When I post my DIY, I'll decide to share exactly details on what I do and how I do it, so you can follow up exactly on what I'm doing. So I'm gonna get used to this voiceover thing. I must, and I will. This table was actually an inspiration. I was watching a video, and yes, this is for a customer. She wanted a console table, and I decided to search for something for her. So this was my choice, of course. So I had no idea what I wanted to do. So, I have to do my little research, and I select this table. So I did my little follow up on how to get it done and everything. What I had in mind is totally different from what I saw on the video that I watched. So even these small rectangle mirrors, this was my idea. This was not in the video. The video that I watched, the person leave the entire space and they just fill it with crushed glass mirror. But because I was sourcing some crushed glass mirror and I could not find any crushed glass mirror in the regular silver color, so I bought some green and I decided to spray paint it in silver. It never worked out, but I'm going to still upload it so you guys can see where I go wrong. I'm not gonna be posting perfect videos as if everything that I do is perfect. So I'm going to show you guys that the error was a big error. Yes, it was an error. So the crushed glass and the spray paint, it never work out. I have to go through the extreme to get it off, guys. It was a lot of work doing this table. It was my first time and I accept the challenge. So I make all the time and all the preparations. I make space to do everything that I'm doing. So I was not in any hurry. Yes, because I want to spend time to do it right. Well, I am happy to know that all the measurements that I did for the table with the mirrors was accurate. So everything fit in place. Me glad for that. Everything fit perfectly in place. So where you see the green tape now is where I cover up the mirror because I was going to spray paint it. So as you can see, it's green crushed glass. The green crushed glass look nice. I'm not going to lie, it looks good just the way it is. But because I'm working with a silver glittery theme, yes, that's what I wanted. So the green wasn't going to work for this project. So I thought to myself, okay, if I spray paint this in silver and add some silver glitter to it, it's going to look good. But it wasn't working out for this table. Trust me, it was not working out. Maybe the spaces where I add the crushed glass was too small, so the crushed glass was too high. Like it just push up on top. So it wasn't working out that way. And yes, it is very important to use tapes to hold the mirror in place after you've placed them on the table or whatever surface you're placing them on. It's good to use tape to secure them just so it can cure exactly in spot. Because even though the silicone give an instant hold, you don't want it to slide off because it will slide off. So I always make sure I tape them in place just to avoid problems in the end. So
I bought these reflective mirror sheets on Amazon some time back because I always purchase stuff whenever I come across because I always think that I would find use for them. So it looks okay there, but I was saying to myself, this is not a DIY for yourself, honey. So you can't use those reflective mirrors to sell. Yeah? So if I was doing a project for myself, I would have let it stay, but because I was doing it for a customer, so I then later remove it and add some real mirrors. So this is what the table looks like after everything is on. So I had some more mirrors to add to the bottom. So I decided to give you guys a up close description on how I get this middle part to be, you know, the whole decorating part. So I use right here, I bought this trim on Amazon in a completely clean off as yet because they have some silicones on it, but I'll get the cleaning part later on. So I got this trim on Amazon and it come in a broad piece. Let me just cut off the little strips that I want to use. As you can see right here, I used 2 parts for this, so it was like six pieces, 6 rows. So I just take off 1 row to do the part that I want to do. So I add some here, I also add some here, and try to fill in every little spaces that I can, just so the middle part can look fussy, because the top part now is not going to be fussy and the bottom part is not going to be fussy. So I wanted the middle part to have a glam look. So for the middle, because I couldn't get any crushed glass to buy in Fantana Pharmacy for this part, so I use diamond stones. I actually bought these diamond stones. Let me see if I can get an up close view on one. Alright, so here's one. Here's one right here. Here's some more up here. So these diamond stones. So I bought them to do here. You know the little style when I fix up the baby here and you put the little diamond stone on your edges? I bought it for that purpose. So it's a good thing about them. So I use them to do this. So it's just that the little studs that they put on the nails when you go to the nail tech. That's what I use. So I try to fill in the spaces right here with some of them. And I use chunky glitter, chunky silver glitter, and mix it in a container with school glue, clear school glue. Yes, or if I have clear Mod Podge, you can use clear Mod Podge. It's better to get the Mod Podge because it dries faster than the school glue. Anyways, I add the glue. I just basically apply the glue through the gaps, through the spaces, throughout the spaces. And then afterwards, when I'm finished, when the school glue is dry with the glitter, I went over and then I add the stones outside of it, so you have the sparkling. And then when that is dry, I got some Gorilla Glue, so I use a Gorilla Strong Adhesive Glue, and I add some of this. Individually, I just add some. I did not add too much because I don't want it to look too extra, so it's just a little touch. So this is how I got this part, guys. This trim right here, I bought this trim on Amazon. I use it for another project. If you check out my videos, you can see I made a flowers vase with this diamond. So these are actual square diamonds, so they are not mirror, so they are diamonds. And I just add it just to this part, and then inside now I add the same mirror tiles inside. So that's how I get this look, guys, and trust me, I did stress out this was one of my biggest project, and every time I do another project, it becomes my biggest project. This one was very, very challenging because I'm not doing a DIY. I am doing it for a customer. So, you know, me I got nervous and me want to make sure that she alright, and when she get it, she please. And I did an extremely well job. I think I did well. So you guys have to comment down below and let me know what you think about my project.
So there was some little error when I was recording. I noticed that if you can see on the base, you can see the reflection of the board. So that was an error. So make sure to put some reflective sheet paper or even foil paper. You can glue the foil paper with the silicone underneath the bottom. So when the mirror reflect right there, guys, if you can see the board, that's not something that you want. So I later on add some reflective mirror sheet to the bottom of that part, so the board does not reflect on the mirror. So that doesn't look good. That was a big error. So yes, that's what I do to correct myself, because I have to correct myself. Thank you guys for all your support, whether it's subscription, comment, share, likes, or even telling someone about my business. I appreciate you. Your support is truly appreciated. And thanks for all the customers that really supports me. My regret is not taking the table outside for a video, because I would get such a beautiful video outside before I put it in the plastic wrap for delivery. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.